So I had a really bad day today. What made it so bad was the fact that I was doing so well on my phone job, and then someone said a negative comment, well, asked a difficult question that I hadn't prepared for. I stumbled to find the answer, and then I realized I didn't really have a clear answer because I hadn't prepared for it. So there goes my pride, and there's that sinking feeling in my mind over having had been caught red-handed of not knowing the answer. I probably should have said I'll call you back. Some people who have contacted me to try and cold call for things like trading online, they go through so much information and then they just hang up. I could have done that too, but I didn't. I gave them sort of a wishy-washy answer. What can you say other than the fact that you get chosen? They want more of an explanation. You don't have to explain things. The truth is, what they did was actually say, hey, right now I need assistance, but in the future I may not. So that's why we take a while to choose who on earth is we're going to give charity to, because of the fact that people don't always need assistance. Sometimes they're just saying, hey, I want that now. But in a couple months, they won't need anything at all. Their business has lifted or their financial position has lifted. Maybe they've gotten a job and they don't actually need your charity and support, which is why we make a follow-up contact to ask, hey, are your contact details still the same? Are you still looking to receive a charitable gift? But my mind's all blurred up. It's like, being by yourself and trying to do this sort of business is very confusing for you. You don't have a clear product, you just have a clear objective. And that sort of, gets caught in an influx of emotions as you're caught off guard and finding yourself struggling. So that's sort of how I found myself today. I was struggling with answering a question. I was like, I didn't really prepare for the answer. I didn't know the answer. I just threw off this and that, tried to say the same thing over and over again. Nothing was getting through to the person. They're sort of speculating, hey, how do you screen this? I don't know. We just wait for someone to say, hey, I need help, and try and give it to them. This can be a big backlash for a charitable company, which is what I was thinking about ever since I made that awful phone call. If they were not so skeptical, or they weren't trying to say, hey, I just lied, you don't need to give me charity because I have heaps of money, is sort of the thing. But I'm trying to start this new endeavor of something that I recycled from back in the 1990s. And I'm just thinking, maybe it's just not the right thing. This is I've spent 1 year developing the business. I've got 2 more years to go until the lease of the business name runs out. I could just drop it in a couple of years, but until then, I'm supposed to be giving my all to try and get it running. Businesses can actually be closed, because if they find themselves in precarious positions, um, they can actually be closed. Sorry, and it doesn't matter if they're in. I'm so tired tonight. Either way, I'm just thinking, what on earth am I doing? I shouldn't be doing this. I feel bad because I was sort of gaining confidence, and then slam, you're asked a question and you feel like you've let everyone down, and then you feel like, hey, I really am just, a juvenile nobody trying to, make a buck or two, maybe stick with the stuff that I know more of. Good thing is I've got other companies to support, in regards to asking people if they want such stuff. So I've got a company I'm associated with, um to cold call for, sort of what I'm saying. But tomorrow I start my new job. I don't know how I'm gonna go. They booked me in hours I didn't want to do. The hours are too long. I'm gonna spend all day trying to work. I have no idea how my stamina is. I have no idea how uncomfortable I feel. I have no idea if they're going to break out in violence. So all this confusion is going to keep me awake, and I'm going to start tomorrow with hardly any sleep and say, hey, it's my new job. I'm going to get up right at 6. So I'm so just distressed. I mean, I don't want to stare at the computer anymore, which is good that I've actually got a job, but I've got two other jobs that I've got to do. I've got this silly self-organization I'm trying to support, and it's like it's all just coming on as too much. I don't know what to do about it. I'm sick of staring at the computer. I want to write, but I want to work, and I'm staring at the computer all day, hardly getting anything done. So I think I'm just pursuing A, too many things, and B, I don't know if this thing is a good idea. Maybe I should just stop the cold calling and just wait for the customers to come to me. That way I'm in more control of the contact. I don't allow them to call me, I just allow them to contact me. I'd like to think things are a great idea, but they're probably not when you think of real people out there spending real money to support you and your idea. I'd rather have a product as opposed to a service. I think services are tricky. Products are probably things that are easy. At least you know what you're selling. At the moment, it's all about just collecting money, receiving donations. If I had a real product, something that I could sell, maybe make someone happy, but I'm not that crafty. I have to make with my 2 hands anything that I sell. If I'm not reselling, I'm already reselling, but if I'm going to sell things, it's going to be like, I have to make this maybe some art. And it's like, I'm back to the idea of trying to create a business. And not business was my second idea, but I need more space so I can store a heap of more art. I was going to make around 10 plates because I think the plates came out really well, so I was going to make like 10 plates and send them off to a museum. Maybe that will do something, but other than that, I'm sort of really stuck in the middle of things. I need money. I want to wait for lottery as opposed to actually make any myself. And I've got all these business ideas. I just don't know what I should be doing with them. I don't want to work tomorrow. I just look at this person. I think he's gonna get violent. I just look at the job. The job seems easy enough, but I just have to have a mood swing, and I'm struggling. The hours are way too long. I need to cut them back in half. So tomorrow, when I'm there at my induction, I'm gonna say, what if I don't want to work these long hours? How do I go about changing the hours? Do I just email you and then give you the answer? The relief of working for an organization is you don't have to think. You don't have to make up your own products. You just have to try and gain customer support of other people's products. That's a good thing about joining organizations. The bad thing is you don't know how you're going to handle their work. And tomorrow, I know it's a risk environment that I've had trouble with previously now that I've remembered. And I just think I'm going to get attacked. So I might be able to bring a voice recorder so that I can document it, the workday. And if I get attacked, I'm going to put it on here. Yay! And then send it off to the news. So far it seems nice and clean. I've been through an easy interview. I've signed up. It's smart enough for you to sign up online. But I don't know what it's going to be like tomorrow, but I'm going to have to get up a heck 2 hours earlier than I normally get up, and I'm not going to be happy about it. The only good thing is it's training, so you're pretty much just sitting around listening and doodling on a piece of paper.